Said.
So that's your idea of success, huh?
I think being the greatest musician of the 20th century is anybody's idea of success.
Dying broke and drunk and full of heroin at the age of 34 is not exactly my idea of success.
I'd rather die drunk, broke at 34 and have people at a dinner table talk about me than live to be rich and sober at 90 and nobody remember who I was.
All right, gang, whiplash.
talking part earner.
Alright guys, let's start this off here. Let's take a look at what's going on here in the markets. Take a solid look, go from there. Lower the volume here. It's way too high up. Okay, so far, what do we have? We have a pullback here. Do we have a break of structure is the real question. Okay. Huh, interesting. Dollar index looks like it was going to break, but it hasn't broken at all. It's actually bearish today. We technically haven't closed above, so this is technically still quote-unquote bearish, but at least on an intraday scale, we've shifted to now the bearish side of things. I think we will pull back. And then probably sell off to this zone here. That's what it looks like right now. Price will probably pull back. And then sell off here. Let's take a look at what's happening with one second, guys. Unemployment claims higher than expected tomorrow. Should make markets somewhat bearish here. GDP month over month for Canadian dollar. Than expected. Core CPI. This is bullish for markets. PPI is lower than expected. That's actually bullish for markets. Why? It means inflation isn't as bad as we assumed. If we do get a close here in the next hour to 4 hour below that structural point, I would be long-term bearish here. And I would see price probably come back down to here. And probably break through, hopefully. Internal buys. Obviously, a bearish Dixie is a bullish market, right? So if Dixie's going down, markets are bullish. Right. Too flash, right? SPX. I got stopped out of SPX. All good. How much was it, like 96 points, nothing crazy. Huge RR. What am I looking for right now? Interesting. Notice that even with that structural break yesterday, we couldn't break through. Super interesting. Everybody keeps selling off. And we're still mitigating internal delivery. Down to the wick. I wasn't trading SPX this morning. Swipe of liquidity though. You see that? Wick off. That swipe of liquidity to lows. Really annoying in the morning, I remember. If Dixie continues bearish, I mean, this thing is going to rally. You know? I'm just looking at where that rally would be. We can see price come back internal here. And then also see price. This is where it starts to get interesting because now we're starting to see external overlaps. This tomorrow would be the most interesting. This range here, you could see a swipe, then a run to the upside tomorrow, depending on how good or bad the news is. Overall, it is sitting around a super external selling level. But just based on Dixie being bearish, I expect this to kind of break through and at least maybe swipe some liquidity here and then maybe come back down. We'll see tomorrow, but most likely I'm gonna if Dixie's still bullish, then I'm gonna buy. I mean bearish, then I'm gonna buy. Let's look at US 30. This looks good. Oh wait, no, I didn't break. Thought this broke structure here. It didn't close above, thinking enough. Right? Yeah, it didn't. Usually that means it's bearish. Oh. I would not like to see it bearish. I need to see a close on US 30 above structure for us to run it to the upside. If not, it's going to be an issue. NOS is the only one that broke structure. There we go. NOS is the only one that broke structure. Every other pair looks pretty bad compared to NOS. NOS I'm way more confident in. This looks good. This looks really good. There's got to be some type of this looks good. Looks like we're gonna just break that structural low. Yeah, we're for sure going low. This right here is a solid 1 to 6. And Q broke structure, which is bullish. ES didn't though. There's a lot of gaps here. Here. And gaps here that is still easy. We want to see this bullish, not bearish. Oh, let's go to my favorite pair. The one and only. I'm still in some buys from gold. From here this morning. I got in some buys here. Probably get a TP. I do like this though. See that? Break of the Asian range. Pullback, mitigation, tension. Need to see it close above. Need to see it stay above the 50%. See GCU futures. Futures is ahead of gold. It tells you it's actually a couple seconds ahead of gold. Way more bullish with gold.
I want to be one of the greats.
Gotta be careful here. We were up and then broke even. That's what we use the cat. Dixie's going down, so with Dixie going down, technically it's bearish. Oh, this is easy. We have a break. Cabbage to sell here. If we have a break. Previous low. Wow, this was so good to trade this morning. Use on its historic run. AU, wow. Let's take a look at Bitcoin. I'm gonna do a quick overview here, guys. The first bullish move here in a long time. You never know with Bitcoin. First bullish price action in a very long time. No break on the daily yet. Wow. Solana got low. Oh my God. Solana does look like it's reaccumulating. That is MSRT. If it breaks that next low, MSRT will. Oh, we'll be screwed. Nvidia's going back up. That's positive. Very, very positive sign for the economy. Alright guys, this is a quick session today. I appreciate y'all. Love y'all, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow morning. Have a good one, guys. Peace.